morning and welcome to Power Breakfast. I'm Pavitra Parekh. Those are all the top headlines that we're looking at this morning. So clearly there's a lot going on and we're going to talk about all of those individual news stories. But first up, let's take a look at what's happening across the markets. Asia is looking quite mixed to start off. You have Hang Seng on your screen, which is absolutely flat. Taiwan also, it's absolutely at the flat line, just around 2 points in the green there. So no big cues from there. The market which is doing the best this morning is the Japanese one. So the Nikkei is up around 0.8%. That one looking quite good. Straits is also seeing gains of around 0.7%. So those markets holding well in the green. What is in the red is the Korean market this morning. No big losses, but around 0.25% cut for the Korean markets, and the Chinese markets also seeing just a minor negative at the start of the trading session. So very, very mixed across the Asian markets. The SGX Nifty is also up on your screen, and it is indicating a little bit of a positive start for us. Around 40 points higher is what we have for us on the SGX Nifty. That's what's happening across the Asian markets. But let's talk about the US as well now. Wall Street ended yesterday's trading session lower. So the Dow Jones closed just below the flat line, while the S&P 500 was down 0.4%. The tech-heavy NASDAQ was, where we saw most of the pain come through. It was down over 1%. We now have CNBC's Bertha Coombs to get us a wrap of all of that action from Wall Street.
Moderate losses on Wall Street amid fears that China may return to tighter COVID restrictions as the country reported its first deaths from the virus since May. The Dow ended down about 0.1%, while the S&P closed with a loss of 0.4%, and the NASDAQ finished down over 1%. Disney was the standout of the day, up more than 6% during the session, helping to limit the Dow's drop. Disney, of course, one of the components in that index. Wall Street is happy that Robert Iger is coming back to run Walt Disney Company. He had stepped down as CEO almost 3 years ago now after a very successful run and had picked Bob Chapek to replace him. But it hasn't gone well for Chapek, who started during the pandemic, and a terrible earnings report last week apparently was the last straw for Disney's board. It surprised Chapek and everyone else by showing him the door last night and then rehiring Iger. That's the action from the U.S. market. Now back to you in Mumbai.
But thanks.